The game room has closed. It was not open. I know there was a question last time. It wasn't open every day due to either staffing or the requirement for the IPO, or we had to move it out because the GD was needed for something else. The total revenue for the season was just over $4,000. They are continuing to have a GD right now, and it should be ready to rent out just right after Thanksgiving. So at that point, we're going to start up public skating, and we've got it consistent this year, so it's going to be on a Saturday and a Sunday at the same time, so people will know that it's not going to be all over the place. I think last year we had it kind of wasn't really consistent, so it should be a little bit easier for people to remember when public skates begin. The Bill Kanaski Wellness Center is booked every evening with gymnastics, wrestling, drop-in basketball, pickleball, soccer. During the weekday, there's senior activities, and there's also private rentals for sports and birthdays on the weekends. We have partnered with RV Parker. Obviously, I don't know if everybody's aware, but their gym is not usable for this season, or for this school year, I guess. So they are using our gym in the mornings for their classes. So it's working out well so far. The kids kind of come across, use it, and then they leave the facility. So we're able to make accommodations to make it work for them. If we do have a big booking that's coming up, we will let them know, and then they will find alternate accommodations for their gym classes. They can do some outside if they need to. We've actually started selling some products at the TRCC. There's been a lot of requests from users for hockey skate, mouth guards, and different things like that. So we've started selling those at the TRCC, and we have a TV that's kind of up on the wall, and we've got as an advertisement, I guess, to show the items that are for sale. We have installed 6 shadow boxes at the TRCC. 4, they're on the walking track of the CA. 4 of them are full. We have 2 that are already spoken for. They're just still empty. So they were finished Friday, so just in time for the Northern North Star game. And they turned out beautifully. The staff worked really hard getting them all together through the carpenters and the front staff at the rec center, so they did a great job getting everything all together. We've got some upcoming things going on in October. We're partnering with the fire department for fire prevention. That's going to be on October 13th. Because they're short on staff, it's really difficult for them to be able to go out to each school like they normally do for the week. So they've decided to do a one-day event at the rec center in the gym. They're going to be bringing in their bouncy house, fire stuff, and the schools are going to come to them. So it just makes it a little bit easier, so we're making sure that we can kind of capture all the schools. We're also doing some preparation for our haunted house that's happening. We've got babysitting courses. I think there's 3 paint nights that are coming up in October. So it's quite busy there.
And the biggest one is the Bergen Plaza fire that happened on March the 9th. The businesses that had to relocate out of there, this cancels all of the taxes from the date of the fire to the end of the year.
Or memorandum of understanding. So the request is to bring forward this for 3 years, just to formalize our understanding of how we work together, should there be any sort of emergency or disaster, and that we would share facilities to the benefit of the community if there's ever anything drastic happen in a clinic or in a hospital. This would be if, say, the fire, God forbid, or say the hospital, God forbid, had a fire, and they needed to put patient somewhere temporarily, that we would agree to provide our facilities. I'm sure they'd be going to the school and everyone else. So it's really saying, yes, we would share to the benefit of the community whenever there is some sort of emergency like that. We already have these sort of understandings in our emergency plan.
Yeah.
administration.
Yes, so we received a letter from the minister about a month and a half ago, letting us know that we'd be recipient of this funding for $1 million towards our new aquatic facility. So this is really the agreement now to formalize it so that the money will be sent our way. So the request would be for administration or council to approve, or for council to approve administration to enter into the agreement so that we could receive that $1 million towards this project.